Collective gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a collective message. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. We're actually ready to jump right in, but first, if you guys could please click that like button. It helps in one of the biggest ways ever. It's one of the hugest ways to energetically donate, and it helps people find us on this platform. Also, click the subscribe button if you want to make it official. If you've been here more than once, you know what I'm saying? Check out the vibes. If I'm your cup of tea, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Okay, so you'll be notified when I upload on the channel. I think that's it. I think that's all of our housekeeping. Let's jump right in because I'm actually kind of excited about this energy, you guys. All right, this is not sign specific, so it could be for any zodiac sign, and it's also timeless. So whenever this message meets you is when it's supposed to meet you, and it could be for any timing frame. Just keep an open mind when it comes to tarot, you guys. It's also a general message. Don't force anything to fit. Take what's here for you and leave the rest for whoever else is here for. Okay. Here's the thing, right? This could be somebody new, all right, or someone who is coming in. This could be someone that you are already currently dealing with. I don't get this being very much old energy, though. I have to be very honest with that. There's not a whole lot of history here because the energy that's coming out thus far is somebody who is still getting to know you. It's the conclusions that this person is coming to in reference to who you are and how they view you, how they see you. They're still getting well acquainted with you. So that's why it feels newer or like someone that you're still kind of on the fence about. Their truest feelings about you are extremely healthy, right? Like, I just like how this person views you. I feel like this person feels like you're a whole vibe. I also get that they talk about you a lot. Like they brag about you to other people. One of the first cards out was the 10th house. And it says this situation involves someone ambitious, right? So they said, pause, stop there, right? Hard stop. I feel like the both of you are aligning in that sense. This is somebody who is also a go-getter. This is somebody who's about that guacamole. This is somebody who is about the dollar bill, y'all, right? Like, they are extremely ambitious. So this might be someone, in order to know who I'm talking about, this is somebody who works a lot. They may work overtime. They may be working their way up the corporate ladder. This is somebody who has dreams of owning a business or having investors to invest in a business, something to that effect. They also see this quality within you, and that's something that really excites this person. There's also a mysterious quality about you that really attracts this person more, so to speak. They want to know more. They want to know the ins and outs of you. Now, if this is someone that you also feel like you're not well acquainted with, watch that energy, right? Like, I'm not saying that it's a full warning at this point, but you always want to watch people who want more information than necessary to make sure that they're not trying to use that information for ulterior motives, right? Their motives is definitely something that's at play. So if you're still deciding whether or not this is somebody who you should go towards, and you're also feeling like there are things that you don't know about them, give this time. Don't force this, and don't rush this. Allow things to move organically. I do feel like there's a primal aspect about this person, meaning they feel like they have their eyes set on you. They definitely are extremely attracted to you, both physically and mentally, and just all overall, right? They like how you put it together, baby. They like how you put it together. They like how ambitious you are. They also may brag about your achievements, right? This person may also not be too shabby themselves. They may have also achieved a lot, have received lots of accolades. There is a bit of socialism here. If I could be very honest, this is somebody who's about social status. They may really rely or feel validation from people who also recognize the ways in life they have achieved, okay, the achievements in life that they have cultivated. That's also something that's noted that you need to watch, okay? Hopefully it's not something that turns out to be a toxic trait or a toxic pattern. But let's go on further. So we have, so you're just gonna make me fall in love like this. Exactly. So there is definitely something about you. There's something about you. There is something about you. This person may feel transformed by this connection. You guys have to be very honest. They are normally the one that's very ambitious. You are meeting this person right where they are. There's a lot of alignment here, if I'm very honest. So that might also be something that is exciting them. It's ramping them up. They may also only have dealt with people in the past that were kind of a few steps under them, a few steps behind them. This is about like hierarchy, okay? Not to say that one person is better than another person. This is about where you are in life. Does it align, okay? Your morals, your values, your goals, right? That sort of thing. So they may have always dealt with people that they were unequally yoked with, and now this is like this is changing the game for this person to have met somebody who is also very ambitious, who also has like these radical goals. I feel like if you're resonating with this message, your goals are not like anybody else's goals, and you don't mind dreaming big because you've seen the works of God. You have seen miracles happen. You feel like some parts of your life have been miraculous. So you do dream big. You are extremely spiritual and in tune on a soul level with divine connection, right? With the law of attraction and manifestations, that sort of thing, right? Those are the buzzwords. So for some of you, this person may be ambitious on another note, right? Like they may have always just worked hard. Okay, overtime, triple time, double time, right? Like they really had to work their way up the ranks, and they can see it from a different perspective while dealing with you. Not that you don't work hard, but there's something very spiritual about how they view you. You're transforming the way that they view progression, the way that they view success, and how to attain that. There's something non-traditional about the way that you do it. And there's just something that really speaks to them in reference to like the attraction overall, okay? While it is lustful, all right, there is some parts of this person that just wants to rip all your clothes off. Okay, let me be very honest about that. Okay. All right, they kind of have these thoughts that we have Scorpion energy here. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpios can be known as the freaks of the zodiac. Okay, all right, just saying it. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing, right? So that's digging into the quality of this person. They definitely have you on their mind in many of different aspects. This person, their connection for you is multifaceted. Let me say that. It's layered. And they are falling for you quite quickly. This is something that may be catching them by surprise, you guys, okay? You are the male version of them. You are the woman version of them. And it's freaking them out on some levels. I have to be very honest with that. I don't get that they're going to be, it's not in a toxic way. It's just very surprising, as Scorpion energy can also be shocking, right? Like shocking events, intense events. There's still a mystery or an allure about you that is mysterious. This could also be someone who doesn't fall quickly at all. They find themselves wanting to call you a lot or text you a lot or be around you a lot, right? Like twice in a row, 2 days in a row. And it's just like, who am I? Hello? Who am I? Who is this person? First of all, Empress Collective. And who the fuck am I? Right? They normally like to go slow and steady. This is somebody who is extremely practical. They also like to cross every T and dot every I before they even decide that they like someone. And now here they are not having half the amount of answers that they would have had in the past. And it's not just like maybe it's kind of going down the lines of that love shit. Okay, that L word. This is somebody who's falling for you fast. Now, it's not really pulling your energy. So I guess that's for a reason. It's many of you here. So the energy and how you feel about this person will be different for all of you. But I do get that you don't necessarily know how deep this person feels for you. They're still forcing themselves to stay, stay cool, stay calm, stay collected, stay under control. Don't let this shit take you over, right? Like, don't let this get the best of you. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're smart. Yeah, they are a fucking boss. But I mustn't go with my first mind, okay? I mustn't go with the emotions. This is somebody who's trying to be more head over heart, more logical than emotional. I don't get that that's working out for them. So if they have not expressed to you, at the very least, that they like you, I do feel like that's coming very soon. All right. If you have met this person's family, or if they've introduced you to like their friends or close associates, that is a biggie. That is a big one for them. They already know how this person feels. This person talks about you to everybody. And there may be some parts of you that already knows that they feel this. You're also not saying anything either. Like, you're holding your ground, as are they. So it is a bit it's at a bit of a standstill. I do feel like this person wants a higher level of commitment, and they are going to have to move their ass if they want that to happen. I don't get that you're unattracted to this person at this juncture, right? Depending on when you meet them or if you've met them already, I feel like you are attracted to this person. The physical attraction has been there from the beginning, as has the sexual energy, right? The sexual tension, so to speak, especially for those of you who have not been intimate with this individual. I feel like that's something that the both of you would not mind, actually. But there's something about you that actually is cool as a cucumber. Like, you're really not pressed. I don't know what your experience was in relationships in the past, but there's something about your energy that's coming off extremely regal. It's coming off very poised, very confident, very assured of yourself and of your status, right? Of your social class. You do have multiple people who may be interested in you, but there's one in particular who wants to, like, take you off the market. Okay? This is somebody that you will already know. And this is somebody that you may have actively had to slow down for some of you. They do feel like they were sideswiped with these emotions. Like, one day they went to bed, they said goodnight to you, and in the morning they woke up, and before they text you, good morning, handsome, good morning, beautiful, they said, damn, I love this girl, right? Damn, I love this dude. Like, oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Right? It's like those hands. Oh, what? What do you mean? You hit that spot. You didn't even try. You didn't even do anything. You didn't even try. You barely tried. And you know, sometimes that's the beauty of such connections. All right. We have I'm obsessed with you. That goes right next to this Scorpion energy. They're not showing that, though. This is the secretive energy within this person. They're holding on to this for dear life. They're trying to figure out if you already know. They may be a little bit nervous because they don't want to be rejected, or they don't want to be turned away, or they don't want you to choose somebody else over them. Right. So they are obsessing about how you feel about them and how they're going to come across, or how they should come across, or if they should just say it. Okay. There are parts of this person that loves the fact that you've achieved just as much as they have, but there are also parts within them that may speak to some insecurities because they've never dealt with somebody who has achieved just as much as they have. That's sad, right? Like, so that's also something to watch. These are all mental notes that you should be taking. That doesn't mean to write this person off into an abyss, but it's definitely something that you need to keep your eyes on. And I feel like it's also signifying that you are on the right track with taking things slow and steady. It's not your fault that they decided to date beneath them, right? That they decided to date under. Now they are aspiring to be aligned with a partner, and you are checking all the boxes. But I feel like you're also kind of stinging some of the insecurities that might be within them. They do view you as pretty high up on the hierarchy scale. They view you as a catch, babe, okay? As wife material, husband material, somebody who would be great in partnership, someone who would work in a way that nobody else has been able to work in their life. And this might actually be somebody who's never actually been in love, if that makes sense. Because it says, so you're just going to make me fall in love with you like that? They may have loved people, but there's a damn difference. There's something about your aura, about your energy, about the way that you talk to this person. I do feel like you may have been able to really teach this person a thing or two just in casual conversation. You're dropping jewels like you ain't just say some dope ass shit. Like, and you'll just go right to the next thing. And they like, do they not realize that they just like changed my life, shifted my life by saying that? Yeah. You hitting that spot, babe. And I don't even know if you know this. Okay. So this is definitely signifying that the ball will be totally in your court. This is not somebody who's on some manipulative ass shit they don't want to manipulate. This is somebody who is a bit guarded in their energy only because They may have dealt with people in the past where they were always able to choose. They were always able to make the choice. They were always able to assert themselves and go towards, and they already knew that, okay, if I go towards you, I'm a catch, especially in reference to where you are in life. So you're never going to say no to me. That was their past. Now with you, they have all these questions. They feel like you're this big mystery, and they have these feelings, and all of this shit is happening. And it is definitely something that they are thinking about over and over and over and over again. Will Empress's collective deem me also as somebody who is worthy? Right? Am I good enough for them as well? Like, do they even want a relationship? Like, is a higher level of commitment something that is even possible? Am I tripping? Like, am I wishing too high, right? Like, am I reaching too high? So this person may feel like, so here's the thing, here's the catch-22. They do feel like the two of you are aligned, but the fact that they dated under for so long is not allowing them to see the alignment, okay? It's creating a bit of anxiety within this person, worry about whether or not you're seeing other people, or about whether or not if they did pose this offer to you, okay, to go into a higher level of commitment, if you would consider them as much as they consider you, right? Would you leave them hanging? Would you make them wait? Would you, you know what I'm saying? They just don't know, right? It's so many questions. It's so many, it's so much mystery. It's so much up in the air that they could just never be for sure. And I do feel like that's messing with them, because I feel like in the past, like I said, they were very confident. They could be able to get anybody that they wanted. Okay. There's not a cockiness. There's just a confidence. And now they've stepped into the world of the unknown, which is you. And it's so beautiful, yet it's scary as shit. What else do we have here? Okay. See, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Exactly. So this is somebody who never really had to work for, connections. They didn't really have to work to get a girl's number. They didn't really have to work to get a guy to notice them. They didn't really have to, you know, they didn't have to do much. All they had to do was show up, right? This might be somebody who's very attractive as well, like physically attractive, but it's so much more than that with you. Okay. You possess so much more value than just the physical. All right. This is a cerebral thing. Okay, this is somebody who is definitely connecting with this on a soul level. There's a lot at stake here than just some sex, or your ass is fat, or you look good as fuck, right? Like, or that, you know, that weight, the ass to waist ratio and shit. Like, it's so much more than that. So they feel like they're gambling with big chips now. This may be also why this person gets a little bit nervous when they get around you. This is something that they're wanting to point out as poignant energy. What does that look like in real life? Well, you may be having an actual conversation, but you say something to this person, or you may compliment them. They might blush. They may look away. They may not be able to look you directly in your eyes. And don't take that as a red flag, is what they're saying. This person feels like if you look them directly in the eyes, then you will know. And they don't want you to know until they know. Now that's unrealistic, ma'am, sir. Brusses, can we have a talk? Now I'm talking to this person. Sometimes things don't always go your way. And sometimes you do have to work for something that you want. Now you find my collective to be valuable, yes. So then you have to work for it. This ain't no wishing on a star ass shit. Like you're going to have to put in the effort. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put in the time, the consistency. Okay? And that might take a while. Especially for those of you who have been through some shit in the past. There's no way that you're jumping into something, and there's no way that you're showing your hand. That's what they really want. They want you to show your hand. Okay. Now that's not a red flag. That's just this person wanting to be more in a comfort zone, like more in their lane. They feel like they're outside of their lane. They're outside of the box right now. Like they are a fish out of water. They don't know how to handle you. Okay. Because they freaking want to be with you. They want to be on top of you. They want to be around you. They want to hear you. They want to feel you. They want to smell you. Right? There's a bit of obsession about if it will work. Where is it going? If you feel the same way that they do, or if they've just bumped their head and they kind of want to rush at least knowing, not into a relationship. They just kind of want to get into your head, like ask certain questions to see if emotions are there, if feelings are there, and then they will do the rest of the work. But they don't want to move or say something or make any slight movements to show their face, which is one that is extremely attracted to you, that is growing emotions for you at a very rapid pace, that is really viewing you as the one. Wow. As wish fulfillment. Okay. There's also a part of this person that believes your rejection will really end things for them. Okay. They're feeling like, well, this is the best by far. If Empress's Collective rejects me, okay, there will be a huge deficit in their emotional space. And they will definitely feel like, well, what now? Okay. Because I haven't dated anybody to this caliber yet. In all my years of life, right? Depending on how old this person is, there's never been one. So your rejection is really like something that's it's bothering them, even though it might not come. That's what anxiety is. This is somebody who is obsessing over something that might never happen. You might actually be into this person. You may actually like this person. I wish that they would just grow a pair and say it, right? But they're too scared. They're actually scared shitless because they do know that if they mess this up, like, so they feel like even if they say something, and you don't feel the same way, that's just like risking it all, because then they would have revoked even the access that you are giving them now, no matter how much that is, that you would revoke that you would feel uncomfortable, or that they would have made you feel uncomfortable. They want to teeter the line. So this is why they feel like if they just know, then they would feel comfortable enough going forward. But that's not how life works, right? So we have the King of Swords and we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is somebody who views you as a bad bitch, okay? Okay, you the HNIC, baby. You are the head dude in charge, okay? You are that guy. You are that girl. You're the one. Somebody who has a wealth of knowledge. They view you as extremely valuable. They also view you as someone who is potentially a free spirit. Now, you may not have always been that way, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is also signified as pre-Empress, pre-Emperor energy. And if you'll know, if we talk on hierarchy, baby, right? The Emperor and the Empress, they know it all, right? Like, they've been through all the lessons of the kings and the queens. And once you've done that, you come to the Nine of Pentacles. And once you add the self-love, little seasoning of the self-love, then baby, you're on your way to Empress, Emperor status. They view you as such. This is somebody who is valuing you correctly, okay? But it's also playing on their mind, guys, okay? This is somebody who wants to be perfect. Perfect doesn't exist, but they feel like if they don't come to you correct, if they don't come to you just right, if they don't come to you in just a way, that they would have fumbled a whole star. Wow. What else do we need to know here? They do view you as someone who is extremely independent. So they may also wonder how they can add to your table, right? So you may be somebody who's built your whole fucking table by yourself. So asking you what you're bringing to the table is a nonsensical question, and you will cut a bitch off quick. Ask me that, and you're going to cut somebody off real quick. So this is something that they recognize, and this is something that they also already know, okay? And we have achievement here once again. So I don't know what you've been working on, and I don't know what you've been doing or what your short-term goals are, but you will reach those. And for some of you, there are things that you have accomplished that you don't even give yourself credit for, but other people see. You may be pretty tough on yourself, is what I'm hearing. So like very stern with yourself. When you accomplish one goal, you may be on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. So there is a need for you to slow down and like celebrate yourself, celebrate what you have done, like recognize what you have accomplished and enjoy some of the fruits of your labor along the journey, so that you're not thinking back to like, damn, I wish I would have basked in that achievement a little bit more. I wish I would have celebrated that. I wish I would have gone out. I wish I would have treated myself for that. Please add that into your regimen, your self-love regimen. That's very specific, so take it only if you need that. There's a discipline about you that this person can most certainly see. And your discipline has acquired such a life for you, or it will. Your table is like a buffet, okay? And you can feed the masses, right, with your table. So this person is definitely in their head about what they can add to that table or what value they can bring to it. They do know that it has to be some form of a value, because then settle for what? What would you need them for, right? Like, what would you need them for? All right, so we have separation, and then we have honeymoon. Yeah, and you deserve love. I love this, you guys. Okay, make the effort and playfulness. Okay, past life relationship. So this is definitely a soulmate. Okay, it says you've known each other before. This is divine timing and the divine intervention at play with this separation. I don't get that this is like a breakup because the two of you have not been, you're not like exclusive. You have not been exclusive for a great majority of you, but take it how it resonates. This is something where the both of you are still just figuring it out. Okay. In the talking phases, or just figuring out if a relationship will even work. There will be a time frame in which there will be a disconnect in the communication. So what does that look like? It's healthy. It just looks like the both of you may just not text one another for a couple of days or so. This person may fall back a little bit. Don't take that as a red flag. This is somebody who is trying to understand these emotions that are coming up. They're coming up fast and furious. All right. They do understand what it is that you deserve, and they are going to want to have some space in their mind, in their mental space away from you, to understand if that's something that not only will they be able to provide, but if it's something that you will enjoy as well. Okay, honeymoon does signify some form of a sweet gesture. Okay, extending an olive branch. This person may want to plan something extremely romantic. This is about romance, and this person wanting to show you rather than actually say it. Okay, so they may want to do something action-wise, and your reaction is going to determine for them whether or not you feel the same way. Okay, so they're going to do something very romantic, but they're not going to exactly say that they're in love or that they want to be with you. They're going to do it by action. They're going to do something. They're going to show up in a certain way. They're going to provide you with something. This does feel like something material, right? A experience, if you will. This could look like going out of town. This could look like a candlelit dinner, cooking dinner for you, supporting you at something that you are going to, an event or something of the sort. This could be an actual gift, some form of jewelry, a card, flowers, right? It could be big or small. It's romantic, however. They're going to be looking for your reaction to see if you recognize what they recognize in this connection as well, which is that it is spiritually guided. Their actual words will be a little bit more flirty. Okay. And once they see, or the moment they can recognize whether or not you feel the same way, because this person wants to avoid rejection at all costs. So they're not going to say it. They're going to do something, and watch your reaction and flirt a bit, right? Say some sweet things. Say something flirtatious, right? Something more lighthearted that doesn't exactly get them stuck in the love mud, right? Where you will know indefinitely, and then they will still be in a position of not knowing. They want to avoid that. The moment that they see that you're on the same page and that your feelings are aligned, that is when they're going to ramp up that effort. So that looks like, you know, going all out, baby. Okay. They may actually wear their heart on their sleeve. They may have a lot to say. They may have a lot to say, okay, about you, about this connection, about how they feel, what their intentions are, where they want to go. For some of you, that might be the moment that they want to ramp things up to this higher level of commitment. It's like, okay, great. Let's be together. Okay. I don't want you dating nobody else. I don't want you fucking nobody else. I don't want you with nobody else. Like, let's do this. Okay. All right, so that is what I have gotten. I'm going to head over to an extended. Okay, so if you have resonated with this, or if you have felt connected to this at any juncture, then follow me over to the extended. But first, click that like button, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box, and let's go.